L67 game in here. This is new. We're in Aidan's room. And the reason that we're in Aidan's room is, well, it's not exactly a hall, but it is a hall. Would you like to show people what you've got?
Well, right here we have a Street Fighter 2 arcade machine, and it has 3 of the Street Fighter 2s on. It has Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, which is the the design of the machine. It has the Super Street Fighter 2, the new challenges, and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Well, this is the arcade one-up machine. A lot of people have seen this all over YouTube already because it came out in America at a reasonable price and then came out in the UK at an absolutely ridiculous price that was roughly 2.5 times what it cost in America. But this one was alright. Debenhams here in the UK had a flash sale on these things. They obviously had some left over from Christmas and reduced the price to around about the price that they are in the States. So it made sense to pick one up. And because Aidan's just had some exams and done okay, he kind of deserved a little something. So this is what we came up with. For anyone who doesn't know what these arcade one-up machines are, it's a 3/4 size arcade machine. Now, you can kind of see the size of that with us both standing beside it. It's about 4 foot tall. So for reference, I'm about 5'10". Aidan's not quite. Neither of us can play it standing up. You can, I understand, get a riser for it, which we don't have, so you can play it stand up. However, it's actually quite comfortable just to plonk a chair in front of it and play it that way. So the 3 games that's on it, what have you found when you're playing them? Because what we have to remember is this isn't actually the original arcade hardware. This is emulation in a new arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
So does it play like the original proper arcade game, or are there problems?
It plays really well, and I believe. Well, I don't think I have played the original Street Fighter 2 arcade machines. I think
you have played some arcade machines.
I have played
Street
some,
Fighters.
but it plays just as well, maybe even better than.
I don't know if I would go as far as to say it plays better. It certainly does appear to play full screen. Having looked through all the games and playing them, there doesn't seem to be any graphical issues. The only slight issue that you might find is because it uses an LCD monitor, and this has got a 17-inch 4:3 screen in to give you the original aspect ratio of the arcade game. But because it's an LCD screen, it doesn't have the blurring effect that a CRT would have had in the original arcade cabinet.
So it's a clearer image.
It is, and what that does for these older games is they don't look quite as nice, if you like, because they're not smoothed out by the poor monitor.
But I've played all 3 of the games, and I've got to say the new Challengers is my favourite, because it has a decent sized roster, and obviously it's just a fun one to play. I mean, they all are, but just a decent sized roster for an arcade game.
Well, it's the roster that was on the original arcade. So it's 3 original arcade ROMs that's on that. You've also got the 6-button layout, which
the top 3 are your punches, the bottom 3 are your kicks. You have a jab, a strong, a fierce for your punches, a shorter forward, and a roundhouse for your kicks.
So it is the arcade experience, as opposed to when you're playing it on a console. They tend to try and lay it out on 4 buttons just so that it fits a controller better. But there we are. That was a little pickup because we probably won't have a haul this month. I don't think all the money went on this, didn't it?
But yeah, it is really good to play in that, and we have had our games against each other, and you always seem to win.
No, not always.
Well, no, but most of the time. And you tend to play as Cammy, don't you?
Well, certainly when we're playing Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I play as Cammy. She's not on Champion Edition, which is
No.
what the marquee says. So if we're playing that, I can't play it as Cammy. But overall, I think it's a great product. It looks like the arcade, albeit a little bit smaller. Even down to the the pictures of all the different fighters around the screen being a little questionable as to whether that's what they're supposed to look like.
I mean, most of them do look alright, except from Blanca, but the rest look alright.
Oh, I don't think so. Chun-Li looks particularly bad as well. And, well, actually, all of them look bad, but
for the characters that are on, it's Dawson, Guile, Zangief, Ken, Sagat, and Bison, Borog, Vega, Ryu, E Honda, Chun-Li, and Blanca.
So, I think going forward we will keep a lookout for these cabinets coming up at a price similar to what they sell for in the States. They don't come up very often. This is the first time it's ever happened. But you never know, we might pick up a couple more. As far as putting the thing together, because it comes flat pack, it was actually really easy to put together. It only took about 20-25 minutes.
Well, that's not really that bad to put together an arcade machine. But it is smaller, so it will take less time if you had a normal arcade machine, but still, that is a reasonable time.
It's not the fact that it's small. I've done it by myself as well. If I had someone to help, it probably would have been done in 10 or 15 minutes. But overall, first impressions, well, I say first impressions, we had it for a little while now, well, almost a week.
Yeah.
And it's well worth the price that it costs in the States. I'm still not convinced that it's worth the inflated price that most places are charging in the UK for it. So that's it for now. That's our haul that's not a haul.
Well, I mean, it sort of is. It's just a one-item haul.
It is. So we'll end this video here. Hopefully we'll see you for our next video. In the meantime, if you haven't already,
give us a like, a share and a subscribe, and turn the notification bell so you get notified on when we upload. We will see you in the next video.